In this video, we'll go over the small mark questions on Edexcel English Language Paper 2. These are questions 1, 2, 4 and 5. In total, they're worth 6 marks. Questions 1 and 2 focus on text 1 and are worth 2 marks each. Questions 4 and 5 focus on text 2 and are worth 1 mark each. Before you even get to the exam room, it's a really good idea to revise which assessment objective each question examines, so you know how best to answer. All of the short mark questions on this paper assess AO1, which is your ability to identify and interpret explicit and implicit information and ideas. Remember, explicit information is specific and clearly stated, while finding implicit information requires you to infer or read between the lines. So let's have a look at how you'd answer this type of question. As with the small mark questions on paper 1, it's always useful to identify the lines you're being asked to select the information from. For example, question 4 might ask you to identify one unusual feature of the writer's new home from lines 7 to 9. But the writer might mention several unusual features throughout the text, and if you write one of the answers from elsewhere, you won't get the mark. It's also important that you focus on what the question is asking. For example, if the text says something like, "The house has 3 life-size stone lions placed in front of the large windows," then it's clearly the stone lions that are the unusual feature, not the large windows. Question 2 is slightly different from the other short mark questions in that you can, if needed, use your own words to answer the question. So if the question asks you to identify 2 ways that the writer suggests we can improve our health, and the text lists a number of different exercises you could do, you could paraphrase this list by saying, "Take up regular exercise," rather than writing down a long list of every example. Be careful though, you do have to make sure that you're answering the question, and that what you've written is true and based on the section of the text you've been told to look at. Okay, we'll leave it there. To round up, to be successful on all of the small mark questions on Edexcel Paper 2, your responses have to be accurate, taken only from the lines stated in the question, and relate to the focus of the question. It'd be a good idea to practice what we've just walked through with an actual exam paper so you can see how it works and try it for yourself. Why not use the Edexcel style paper that's attached to this pod? Good luck!